welcome back to the Corey Haim. This is episode the Corey Haim. This is welcome back to the Corey Haim movie reviews. This is episode 26, and it is Dickie Roberts, former child star. Now, this is a weird one because Corey Haim is in this movie, but we'll get to that in a second. I personally didn't know nothing about this, and I put this on. And this is a Happy Madison production. It's produced by Adam Sandler, and it's basically David Spade leading the reins. And David Spade's been around a long time, obviously popping up in Original Police Academy 4, and happens to be part of Adam Sandler's alumni. But has also had a lot of spin-off movies himself, like Joe Dirt, and pops up in The Do-Over. He's part of the Grown Ups clique. And again, he's been in absolutely loads of movies. He's a big friend with Chris Farley as well, like Tommy Boy and Black Sheep and stuff like that. So yeah, he's been around for a long time. Always comes off as a smug kind of guy, but extremely funny. I think he's a very, very underrated actor. And he absolutely owns this. Tailor-made for someone to take this movie, and he was the right choice for this. So basically, Dickie Roberts is a former child star. He's grown up and he's basically not had a childhood. And a lot of the actors, especially Feldman, has talked about this in his book, where you fast track childhood to be a professional actor. And in this movie, it starts off, it's an absolutely hilarious mockumentary at the start, using the true Hollywood story spoof at the start. And obviously David Spade, literally, there's a lot of footage of real life David Spade in this as well. So again, it blurs them lines. And Dickie Roberts basically, he's out. He's just gotten beaten up in celebrity boxing. He's parking cars and stuff like that. And he hears about Rob Reiner's new movie, played by Rob Reiner. Obviously, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, a very, very established director and a very good actor as well. And he bumps into Brendan Fraser. And Brendan Fraser, Tom Arnold, there's loads of cameos at the start of this anyway, and it does really good to bring you into that Hollywood acting clique. But this is the only film I can think of that Brendan Fraser and Adam Sandler have worked together since Airheads, because Brendan Fraser isn't part of the alumni. If you look at Airheads with Steve Buscemi being in almost every other Adam Sandler movie, for Brendan Fraser not to be a part of that clique, I don't know what's going on there. Now, Dickie Roberts basically tries to get this audition for Mr. Blake's Backyard, and he surrounds himself with Screech, some of the Brainy Bunch, and Corey Feldman playing cards, and they're all daydreaming. And Dickie Roberts goes off to hire a family, thinking it's a good idea to make a new childhood, so he's got the experience to get the movie. And the movie's got a heart of gold. It's extremely funny. It's an edgy... it's a 15. I thought it was a 12. I was going to say edgy 12, but... he goes on, there's some really laugh out loud moments. John Lovitz is in here as well. Was surprised Adam Sandler didn't pop up in this. Again, it's got so many cameos. Bloody hell, look at that. And this is part of Corey Haim. Now, if this did a top 10 and you went, right, Corey Haim is in this would be in the top 10 because it's such a good movie. It's funny, heart of gold, and rewatchable. So well made. It's a definition of a fun movie, and it has one of the best endings to a movie. There's a song called Child Stars, which is on YouTube, check it out. And again, when I first watched this movie and Corey Feldman pops up, you kind of think that the poker table should be an extra seat. Going back to Shark City, Corey Haim should have really been in here. It kind of looks like the one of the two Corys, and I say that because at the very end, if you watch this music video at the very end, very specifically, when it starts, they're all up in the tiers singing like a choir. Corey Haim is not there. Neither is Corey Feldman. And the song starts, and the song is hilarious, but it's really catchy as well. About a quarter of the way through, Corey Haim appears, and he has a script in his hand. And unfortunately, this is probably the heaviest you're ever going to see Corey Haim in a film. He is really, really big in this. You can see this is where, and you think, hang on a minute, did he just turn up, he's singing, he's trying to put his hat on, he's reading the lines, he's singing away, he's in it. And then it does cut to him and Feldman, so this is essentially a two Corys movie because they do appear in it as themselves. I'm not talking about just a picture like in That's My Boy with Adam Sandler, but they're Corey Feldman hits a kung fu line, and then Haim says something that's really hard to decipher what he just said, and it's mixed in the song, and it comes up Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. So yeah, it's a weird one. As I said, I've put it on today, and I've absolutely enjoyed it. I've done Just One of the Girls. Last night I did not get around to watching Last Resort, and then I've had an idea, so I'm going to put Last Resort off yet again, even though I said it's going to be the next one. There's already been clusters of other stuff, but it's quite a good idea, but we'll get there. It's absolutely freezing as well. So yeah, that was Dickie Roberts' former child star. This is Nook and Fucks. It's absolutely hilarious. Right, see you in the outtakes. Tell you what, in the outtakes, it's like a Bernstein effect. You know, that whole, Mandela effect and all that. Like, if you said to me, who fights David Spade in the celebrity boxing at the start? Let's get ready to rumble. Even got him in the film. I would have said Gary Coleman. It's not. It's a Mel. A little guy. It's just like, yeah. But yeah, as I said, Billy Madison just lying around there. I will get there with Last Resort, and we are going to have to start tackling some of the older dramas and stuff very soon. But yeah, the one done. That's cool. It's absolutely freezing. Absolutely freezing. And the heating is blasting. It's just ridiculously cold. Thanks for watching this series. I'll see you next time.